This is Kat Chancellor with Stamp Art Connection and StampArtConnection.com. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. And today I want to show you how I put together this really nice suite of note cards using the Dress to Impress stamp set and the matching dies. I also used the note cards that are featured as part of the bundle, and let me show you where those are. Part of the bundle includes the Best Dress note cards and envelopes, and what's really neat about these note cards is that the front of the cards have color that's already stamped, and then they have matching stamped envelopes. This set also comes with this neat mint macaroon ribbon, which I have used on this card here, where I created my own DSP simply by stamping on a piece of Whisper White and then coloring with the different stamps. And here it is here. I mounted it on mint macaron with black, and then this is Whisper White with a really nice piece of black, and then I embossed Hello Fabulous. Just a really, really cute card, fast, and not a lot of work. It's actually very simple stamping. But what I wanted to demonstrate is I made this pizza box, and if you'll go to my blog, you'll notice that I stamped this much like I'm going to demonstrate how to stamp the front of this card. When the pizza box was flat and it hadn't been folded yet, and it's just really very easy to stamp. I then created the embellishments for these cards. Now, if you remember from my catalog walkthrough, I was playing around with the different shoes and lipstick pieces. And what I want to do now is to demonstrate how to get the effect with the leopard print shoes, and then what my technique was for stamping on silver foil cardstock to kind of come up with this gleamy lipstick case, and then just the simple coloring effects that I used for this perfume container. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. What you're going to need is a piece of gold or silver foil. Now, what I had demonstrated in my catalog walkthrough is that I showed that I stamped the lipstick on both Whisper White and then on the silver foil. Here it is on the silver foil. And I also want to show where I stamped a series of them here so that I could cut them out to make cards. Now, you do have to be a little bit careful, because if you do move, it can smear, so you have to use a very quick technique, or you can use your Stamparatus. But what I used to color this is I used the lovely lipstick stamping blends. I used the Night of Navy, both light and dark stamping blends. And let me pull in here so I can show you how I colored these. Okay, I just simply took the dark stamping blend, and I'm just going to go ahead and just color on this foil, and I'm going to try to stay away from the black. I'm just going to kind of color in there. And then I'm going to take the brush side, and I'm just going to kind of brush it like this so that I can kind of make sure I have coverage all the way around. And if you kind of just lightly, very lightly, and if you do it lightly, then you won't leave any streaks. Very lightly, just kind of touch the foil and the ink will flow right on. Okay? So see how easy that is? And you can just kind of go on and make sure that you get everything covered. But there it is. So there's my lovely, and this is the dark lovely lipstick. Excuse me. Now for the bottom of our lipstick case, I took the brush side of the light Night of Navy, and I just went ahead and I just kind of, again, I'm just very lightly kind of just touching and brushing that. And if you kind of use some very even strokes, you kind of create a little bit of a pattern across the foil. Now I'm going to take the dark, and again I'm going to use the brush side, and I'm just simply going to very carefully just kind of brush it on. And I'm kind of going back and forth with my stamping blend, back and forth. There we go. There we go. And you kind of see how I have created a little bit of an ombre effect. I've created some dimension there. Then I have some Wink Estella that is in gold, and all I did here was I just kind of went along the lip, very lightly along the lip, and this will cover the black ink, so you don't want to go on your black. You just kind of want to go inside the lines. And that kind of gives it a little bit of a little extra piece of glimmer there, if you can see that. Okay, so that's our lipstick. I want to demonstrate how you do the same effect just simply using white cardstock. Again, I'm going to take my light, lovely lipstick. I'm going to take my dark, lovely lipstick. Right there. I'm going to blend the two using my narrow side right there. Okay. Then I'm going to take my light Night of Navy, and I'm going to go ahead and put that on right there. Take my dark Night of Navy, and I'm going to go ahead and go along this ridge right here, which is this ridge there, and I'm going to come down across here and right there like that. Then I'm going to take my light Night of Navy and I'm going to blend that nicely right there. Okay, so that is my using my stamping blends. Now I also used the light smoky gray and the dark smoky slate. Yeah, it's smoky slate. And I'm just going to go ahead and color that. I'm going to take my dark and then I'm going to blend. blend this side, and then I'm going to blend this side. Okay, and there is my lipstick on Whisper White. So there's the lipstick container on foil, and there's the lipstick container on Whisper White. So those are two techniques for how to do the lipstick. Okay, so let's do our shoe. So I'm going to grab my shoe shape here, my shoe stamp. I'm going to put it on a block, and I'm going to use Memento Black ink. And because I am using, and let me just back up here so you can see what I'm doing. Because I'm using the photopolymer stamps, I'm going to stamp on my piercing mat so that I can ensure that I get a nice, good image. Okay, so there are two shoes. Now, the first thing we want to do is we want to get our colors together. And I'm going to put a sample shoe right here. Okay, we're going to use Flirty Flamingo light and dark for the inside of our shoe. So let's use the light and let's just go over the inside of our shoe. I'm going to use the dark Flirty Flamingo for the sole right here. And that's really it. I'm then going to take a real red marker. So here's my real red Stampin' Right marker. And I'm going to use the brush side. Let me just go ahead and pull in a little bit. And with the brush side, I'm going to paint the inside of this heel, right like that. I'm going to paint the inside of this heel. Okay? And that goes in red. Now, I'm going to take the colors that I'm going to use for making my leopard print. It's going to be light and dark pumpkin pie and a journaling pen. So first we're going to start out with the light pumpkin pie. We're going to cover our shoe. Okay, and now that I've covered that, so there's my sample. So now that I've covered that, I'm going to grab my black journaling pen and I'm going to start putting in spots, but it's going to be more like a squiggly C and a squiggly, kind of an open squiggly C, so I have an open spot, and you can see what I'm doing. I'm kind of making the dark spot of the leopard print. Okay, let's do it over here on this one. Again, just it's very loose, very free form. You can kind of get a rough idea of what the pattern is, but you can kind of figure it out for yourself. You just kind of want to maybe alternate between going up and down. and you want to make sure that they are a little uneven. Okay, now we're going to take our dark pumpkin pie and we're going to take the pen point side, and all we're going to do is we're going to color the inside of our circles that we've created with our freeform shapes, and there is our leopard print. Isn't that gorgeous? And there you go. So there is our shoe, and all you have to do now is cut it out. Now if you're going to use a scan and cut, if you're cutting a lot of them and you want to get a close cut, then you want to ensure that you connect these open lines so that your scan and cut gets a good scan. You can also darken this itty bitty little line here with black, but the red heel is a trademark of Louboutin shoes, which is probably one of the best pairs of shoes there are. Okay, so there's how we put together our shoes. Now the next piece we're going to put together is just simply our perfume bottle. And again, all I'm going to do is I'm going to take my perfume bottle and I'm going to put it on my block. I'm going to use my Memento black ink. And there's a beautiful image. And all I'm going to use are Daffodil Delight Light and Dark. So I'm going to get my light Daffodil Delight, and I'm going to go inside, because this is where the perfume is, right here. And then I'm going to get my dark, and I'm going to put it right along here, along the bottom of my jar, my perfume bottle. And I'm also going to kind of outline my label, and then I'm going to blend with my light. Okay, the next thing I'm going to do is I have a pen here that I've used for calligraphy, and this is a opaque paint marker, and it's in gold. So let me show you what this looks like. You can see that it's a gold color. So I'm going to take this, and I'm just going to let me just move in here so you can see what I'm going to do. I'm just going to go ahead and I'm just going to kind of paint very lightly right along the inside, and you have to be careful because it will cover your ink, so you just want kind of a little bit there. Then I'm going to take my Whisper White, and I'm going to paint right along the inside here, and this is my bottle. You can see how pretty. that comes out like that. And hopefully you can kind of see the glitter there. Okay, so that's our perfume bottle. All right, so there you go. I've showed you how to create the perfume bottle, how to create your shoes, and how to create your lipstick containers. both for your, if you use Whisper White or if you use the Go Foil. Now, all you have to do is cut them out and put them on your cards, stamp them with whatever stamping, with whatever sentiment you want, and there you go. You've got your cards all made up. Okay, so now let me show you how I created this card here using just a piece of cardstock and then stamping to create this image. Let me kind of... Okay, so let's take our piece of Whisper White and let's grab something to protect our mat here. And since I'm going to make the card, well, I think I'm going to do it this way. Okay, so I have my piece of Whisper White, and I'm going to start out with my perfume. And since I want to start out with the largest, this is my largest piece, so I'm going to do one there. I'm going to do one here. Do that one. And do that one there. And don't worry if you got a little bit off here, you can always just kind of pencil that in like that. Okay, so 4 of those, and then we're going to do 3 of these. Okay, now we're going to take our shoes and we're going to fill in with our shoe. One there. One there. One there. And then let's turn it around here and let's catch one there. Let's catch a heel there. And there we go. We've pretty much captured all the spaces on our card using our Memento Black. And it was simply starting out by doing 1, 2, kind of filling up the large one, 1, 2, 3, 4, then 1, 2, 3, 4, and then fill in the shoe as the last one. Okay, so now we're going to take our colors, and the colors I'm going to be using are going to be Daffodil Delight, Lovely Lipstick, Purple Posy, and Pretty Peacock. So we're using these shaped stamps here, and I'm going to start out with the largest one, which is going to be our perfume, and that's in Daffodil Delight. So let's get this large stamp here, and we're just going to ink that up. And we're just stamping it on our perfume bottle. And if it's kind of here, we're just going to stamp it just like that, okay? So there's our perfume bottle. Now we're going to take the long one in our Lovely Lipstick, and this is what I mean by the long one. And we're just going to ink this up, and we're going to put that one there. And we're going to put that one there. Put that one there. And you see how I'm kind of turning this around? Because that's kind of how we have it designed, so that it's all the way around. Okay, so then our last one, and we're going to use the same shape, but instead of the lovely lipstick, we're going to use our peacock. And I just want to make sure my stamp is clean. And I'm just going to go ahead and do that. We're going to turn it so we get this one. I'm just cleaning off my block. That one. And then you can see I have some toes here, so I want to get that. I got a little thing here, and I want to get that. So there we go. I forgot to use my purple posy and these little dots. There we go. There we go. I forgot to do that. Glad I remembered. There, that actually, when you kind of look at it, kind of softens things up a little bit, okay? So, now it's done. All right, so now I can put that back on. But I need to do the inside. So let me get the inside of my card, and that's this piece right here. And what I want to do is I want to take my perfume bottle, and I'm going to stamp that in yellow. And then I'm going to take my shoe, and I'm going to stamp that in my peacock. And then I'm going to take my lipstick and stamp that. There we go. So I have all three of those stamped along the edge, because this is going to go inside my card. It's going to go inside my card right here. Good, huh? It's very, very easy. And this is the absolute same technique you use for stamping this box. Only for this box, what I used, and let me show you. There it is. What I used was same colors, only I used the stamp off technique. So I kind of had a more muted effect there. Okay, but that's the exact same pattern, same technique. Let's grab a piece of black cardstock and go back to our stamp set and take out Hello Fabulous, which is right here. So I'm going to take this piece, I'm going to put this one back, use my Hello Fabulous. I have my my white embossing powder. I'm going to use a embossing buddy. Now I love this label right here because I think it looks really kind of nice and feminine. I'm just going to put this in here. I like to kind of turn it this way so I can see that I have it lined up. Okay, so I can now put this piece, which is really, which is going to go to the front of my card. Again, this is very simple stamping. I'm going to take some of my Tombow all-purpose glue. I'm going to put that one right there. Let me make sure I get my little glue mat here. I'll put this one right here. Isn't that pretty? So now I have my little piece of ribbon here, and I want one of these sides to go up like that, because I'm going to put Hello Fabulous right there. And I kind of like that in the middle because I have all my images kind of going out. So I'm going to grab a piece of snail. I'm going to put my snail right there, and that's where I'm going to adhere my ribbon. Right there. And then I'm going to grab some dimensionals, and I'm going to grab the big dimensionals, and I'm going to go ahead and put these down right here over my ribbon. And there you go. Isn't that pretty? Very simple. Now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put the inside of my card right there, and I'm done. So I've showed you how to put together this card, how to stamp the figure, how to stamp your background so that you can make your pizza card using the stamp off technique, how to make the shoes, the lipstick, and the perfume that all goes neatly in your little box. Very simple stamping as a very neat gift using our Dress to Impress set. This is Kat Chancellor with Stamp Art Connection and StampArtConnection.com. I hope you enjoyed this fast 5-minute video to show you how to put this together, and please like and share, and I'll see you next time.